Hey everybody, this is Erin from Jupiter Rising Tarot. It has been a crazy weekend and I have not been able to really do all the things that I wanted to do, but I'm a life coach, right? So it is my nature to have the need to set goals and make lists and schedule myself out. And so when I go off of these things, I kind of get a little scattered. So, spent some part of today taking time learning about some things, which I'm going to incorporate into this practice as we move forward. I'm really excited about a few different things that I have coming up. So before I get to our weekly reading, I'm going to do things a little different. I'm using my Rebel deck again, which you all really like. But before I get to that, I wanted to tell you I picked up two new decks, which I will be studying over the next couple of weeks. And one of them is an astrology-based oracle deck called the Astro Codes Oracle. And I am offering free personalized single card pulls from that deck over the next 2 weeks. I really love sharing the fun as I educate myself on a deck and sharing it with you. And so this is a free offer. If you are interested in this free offer, again, it's one card pull over the next couple weeks from the Astro Codes deck. Just comment me in the comments, okay? And I will make sure to send you a card pull, okay? For free. Why not? It's fun for me. I get to learn, and maybe you'll get some really insightful information that you need personally instead of these types of readings, which are, meant for some people, but not for everybody. Okay. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I am also working on finishing up my class on the Akashic Records, and that is going to be super exciting. So that's another thing I'm going to add to my menu. I figure anything astrological based and anything Akashic Records based not only helps with the spiritual growth and development, but can also help with any coaching clients. So there's that too. So what I wanted to do today is kind of, have a little fun with this. All right. So if you're watching, I hope that you're super chill and super relaxed as we have a little fun. So I call this, and so does the Rebel deck creator, they call them truth bombs. So don't be upset if things are a little funky. Don't be angry. Don't get offended, okay? But sometimes if you are offended, it means that you really need to have the lesson. You need to have the message, all right? So I'm going to start to pull these cards, okay? All right, so the first card that I'm pulling is eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. All right, so maybe you are in a place where you're feeling a little unhealthy and you are not doing the best that you can to stay healthy. Okay, this is a reminder for anyone out there that this card resonates with, that it's time to pay attention to not just our spirit, not just our emotions, but our bodies too. Our bodies require healthy food to function properly, okay? So here's the crazy thing, okay, with this card, if this resonates for you. In order for your spirit and your emotions to be in balance, your body also needs to be in balance. I don't care what anybody says. If someone says that you can just go and, eat McDonald's and bags of Doritos and drink lots and lots of Mountain Dew and still be healthy spiritually and mentally, I personally think they're crazy. And I'm sure that there are a lot of you that would disagree, and I am not shaming you and I am not passing judgment. I am only stating that if our bodies are unhealthy, there is no way we can have a peaceful spirit and a peaceful mind and heart. Okay, so if this card makes sense to you, okay, yeah, it is a little bit rude, okay? I'm not gonna lie, but that's what this deck is. They're truth bombs. So definitely take the time to pay attention to what you're consuming, okay? Remember, food is our energy, right? It's if we're treating our bodies poorly, then we're treating our whole selves. Like there's nothing we can do spiritually and emotionally to fully be healthy. I mean, you could be getting there, and I support that. I support spiritual coaching and counseling. I support regular counseling and therapy. I think it's super important. But if your body is not where your mind and spirit are, you're never going to be complete or whole. Not totally. So, hey, if you need help with that, like I said, as a life coach, I help people navigate health goals all the time. Okay, what I do is beyond this. It includes this, but it also transcends this. And so easily half my clients have health goals, and some of them range from just losing some weight to creating a new diet lifestyle for themselves and finding the right people to go to. Okay, because I don't give medical advice. I know what my journey has been to physical health, and I can support them with information that I have gathered if they want, but I can certainly help you navigate a health goal if that is what you have. So just, again, you can comment below, and if, I'll reach out. Okay. All right, card number 2. Ooh. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. Okay, so we have lots of truth bombs today. My rebel deck is not being kind out there. It's telling you to be healthy. And it's telling you that it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. So I'm going to say that these 2 cards can be very related, okay? And if that's the case for you, if you were resistant to this one, this card is saying, screw that, right? Like, you have to get yourself together. See the writing on the wall. See the truth for what it is. And don't be afraid of it, because no one is out to get you. See, the universe, God created you to be in alignment with the purpose that your soul was created for. So, like, when you are unhealthy, if you are struggling, then and you're resisting that. You're resisting doing what's right and what's good. And like I said, whatever that may be, then you need to get your head out of your butt. You know what I mean? If you're in the darkness, it's time to get into the light. Ultimately, we want to be holistically healthy, right? And this is telling you, don't be mad. Don't be all, pissy about it. Just accept it and move forward. There's always something we can do to improve ourselves. In fact, I do think that our lifespan is all about self-improvement, not just for ourselves, but for the people around us, right? If we are truly a collective, individually, we need to be at our best, okay? So if we are at our best, all of us, can you just imagine, if you will, if everybody's pulled their heads out of their asses for 2 minutes and saw things with clarity, right? Saw things with the light, right? And accepted it and, ate our vegetables, like whatever that is for you, that healthiness, mind, body, spirit, healthy. What couldn't we do as humans in this amazing time in history, right? Like, what couldn't we do? So don't be offended. Don't be angry. And if you are, it's probably a big push saying, hey, things aren't as great as you would like them to be. Okay? All right, so I'm going to pull another card and we'll see where this goes. So this is a great kind of way to end this part of the reading, okay? It's a truth bomb, but it's a great one. You are loved. You are here for a reason, so don't fuck it up. This is great. Eat your vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So get healthy. Something's wrong, okay? And again, if this isn't a physical health issue, maybe it is an emotional or spiritual health with you. Eat the vegetables that will nourish the spirit, mind, and body, okay? Get yourself in order. If you're mad and offended by that calling out, this is saying your head is up your butt. Pull it out pronto. Because this is a truth that can't be ignored, okay? You have a purpose here. And your purpose isn't to be self-righteous and to defend poor nutrition, poor mental health, or ignoring your spirituality, right? It's not about that. Your purpose is about embracing all 3 of those things and growing and learning, right? And why is that? Well, it's because you're so loved. Imagine, if you would, imagine imagine you're a creator and you create something beautiful and perfect, okay, with all this potential and with a specific purpose in mind. Like, you've created something, a miracle, okay? And then that miracle goes on to ruin itself in every possible way. Your heart will break for your creation, right? Because you have this amazing investment in it and this purpose for it. But because we have free will, right? Anything we create, if we have free will, we make choices. That all we do is see people screwing it up, screwing up their potential, and all the lessons and the beautiful things they could be for themselves and for the collective, right? That's the thing here. It's all fine and good to talk about how we stand together and we do all these amazing things, but if you're a hot mess, if you are out of alignment with the love with which you were created, well, what good does it do? It does nobody any good. It just spreads more negativity. And it keeps you in a negative and unhealthy cycle. So take that for what it's worth, okay? Don't be offended. Don't be angry. Just know you are loved. I love you. The fact that you're even on this channel right now, it's a foregone conclusion that I love you. I'm so grateful that you're here. You know, the reason I got into this business is because, you know, I'm an empath, sure, and it really sucks to be an empath. Not gonna lie. We gotta watch for those narcissistic, boundaries all the time. But what I found is that I have a profound love for people. All of the people. Despite our differences, right? So all I want is for you to be the best version of yourself. And if you're struggling with that, reach out to me, okay? I do this, if you are into cards and tarot and oracle, we can set something up. If you need a coach, if you need someone to say, you got this, but you gotta get it together. Let's make a plan. Let me hold you accountable. I'm here for you for that too, right? It's why I got into this. It's why I offer the steep discounts that I offer, because when gas is $5 a gallon and you need help, I need to step up, right? I need to step up and show my love in a very tangible way. All right, so you know what? That was reading 1. So reading 1, eat your effing vegetables, eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So this is the Get Healthy card. Now my first instinct was physical because it talks vegetables, right? But I also think it's to feed the mind, body, and spirit. It's not just your body. And if you were repulsed by that, it's telling you that your head's up your butt is dark there. You're not going to see the light. Do this pronto. Pull it out of your butt. And finally, the reason why is because you're so loved. Don't screw it all up, right? It's a really nice truth bomb when you think about it. All right, so that was reading number 1. I'm still being called to use this Rebel deck, so we're going to do reading number 2. And so what I think I'm going to do in the description is kind of write up reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, and have you choose. I don't know, figure something out. Anyway, all right, so ready for reading number 2 with the Rebel deck. Ooh. Okay. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. This is pretty much calling you out. Your job. What's going on with your job? Sometimes I get these impressions, right? When I do readings, sometimes I don't need to, most of the time I don't need to do the readings, but when I'm doing readings, I get a strong impression. I think this actually will hit home for a lot of you. If things are that bad at work, and you are feeling the negative energy encroaching on your peace, and you are doing your best, okay? So you need to make sure that you're accountable for your work, right? So this is not someone who's mad because they did something wrong and got, held accountable. No. This is you're doing everything right. You're working your ass off and you are good at your job. But you're noticing that things are going down fast. You're noticing whispers. You're noticing something in your gut is just telling you something is wrong. Well, something's happening. All right. So in some cases when this happens, we're really afraid to quit. Okay. Maybe you can't quit. Maybe you can't because this job is specific. Okay. So it's asking you to change your perspective. So do something to make this worthwhile for you beyond the income and the benefits that are there, perhaps. Okay. Maybe it's find the right confidant. Maybe you're privy to information that you need to pass along to someone else. It could be an EEO complaint. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you got to use your tools to your advantage. If things are going down at your job, you need to open your mouth, because this is, again, it's not just about you. It's about everybody else too. Okay? And if it's time to quit, maybe it's time to take that risk. But we're going to pull another card. Okay? Here we go. So, shit's going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. I love it. So this is asking you to seek advice, to go to someone that you trust, okay? And then this, maybe it's someone in human resources. Maybe it's a coworker or a manager, or it's someone who you can trust, that you know that you can trust, okay? You want to go to the source. You don't want to go into the break room. You don't want to be at the water cooler. You don't want to be, you know, in a group text and have rumors fly. You need to go right to the source with this, because it will help you make the right decision moving forward. Like, that is so important, and I don't think that many people understand that. I think that we rely so much on things, you know, that can be kind of meaningless, right? Like rumor mills have always existed, but now that we have the technology that we do, it's worse. It's so much worse, especially now when we're talking about so many people working from home, so many people using, technology to work. So they're not even up close and in person anymore. We are used to getting information like through this, right? And a lot of it isn't true. And a lot of it, even information at its best, you have to kind of question, right? You need to research. But when we don't do things one-on-one and face-to-face, when we don't talk to trusted people, we often are led astray, all right? And this is very important, because this is your job, right? This is your livelihood. This is you and your path and your journey. This could be your spouse, your partner, your family, your kids. So ask the expert. Go to the source. Don't rely on other people who are in the same boat, right? Because sometimes the boat is sinking, and it's like nobody really knows what's going on, but there's lots of rumors. You cannot make any kind of movement based on rumors. All right, so here we are with the third card for the second reading. Oh, take a shot. Don't take 12. Take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. Holy shit. So what is this telling you? Things are happening at your job and they are not good, and your gut is telling you that it is no good, but you really don't know what it is, right? So you're trying to change your perspective. You're trying to do the right thing because you've got a lot, banking on this position, right? So it's telling you confide in somebody, ask questions. Go to the source. Find the truth. Okay, don't be afraid of doing that, because here's the thing is, this truth is not subjective, right? It is objective. It is not opinion. It's not your feelings. It's not their feelings. It's hard, cold truth. It's the actual truth, right? That's the definition of truth, right? So go to someone that you trust for the truth and take your shot, okay? Take your shot, whatever that is. You might be the person who takes it all down, right? You may be the person that righteously knocks down, the man, for lack of a better word. But maybe not. Maybe it's just you get enough information to get the hell out in a positive and successful way, right? Without any harm coming to you, yourself, your loved ones. Okay? And here's the thing, is the impression that I'm getting, those of you who kind of are feeling reading 2, okay, is that you were kind of created for this moment of change. Okay, don't be afraid of it. All right, you kind of been feeling it for a long time. Well, now it's time to take those actions, but to do it like on the download. This is not the time to be like, hey everybody, blah blah blah. No. This is you keeping it to yourself. Again, like I know some of you may be like, oh, but what about everybody, my friends? This is the time to worry about you. It's not selfishness. It's creating an environment for yourself so that maybe you can bring other people out of their darkness in this situation. So like, I have a client who might need to leave the job that they're in. And that could be in order to get out of this environment, right, for herself, quietly. This person can then pull other people out of the environment that exists. And that's a win, not just for this person, but for that next person that they pull out and their families. And you know how it keeps going. It's a ripple effect. All right, so that is reading number 2. I am called to do a third reading. So we are still going to use this amazing Rebel deck. Okay? All right. Rebel deck. Okay. Oh, anyway, here you go. Okay. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. So, sounds to me like you've been falling asleep at the wheel. Maybe you're missing out on important parts of your life, right? I don't know what that could be. It could be your personal life. It could be your kids. It could be your job, right? You're missing out on opportunity because you've just accepted blah, blah, blah. This is just the way life is. And this is how it's always going to be. And everything sucks, but oh well. Like the apathy doesn't help you, right? It just makes you sleepy and tired. And before you know it, you're going to be super old, if you're lucky. And you'll be laying in some bed somewhere and regretting all of the things you didn't do. You're never, ever, ever going to regret taking the risks and experiencing things, even if you lose, right? You're gonna always gain something from that. Lessons, even when they're hard. You're gonna regret the what ifs. What if I had done this? What if I had done that? So wake up. Wake up. You were being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. So while you're falling asleep at the wheel, people are looking at you. They're paying attention to you. It could be your kids, could be your spouse, could be your partner, could be your coworkers, could be anybody. Could be the cops. You're being shady. Stop hanging on the corner in the dark with your hoodie on. Although I used to do that, so I mean, being shady is being shady sometimes. But at any rate, stop being shady because you're falling asleep at the wheel, right? So your like sleepiness, your apathy is making you a target. It's making you a target. It's also making you an example, a bad one, a bad example for other people. Now, people who are progressive, people who want to move forward, people who are constantly looking to grow and learn, they don't want to be around shady people who are falling asleep at the wheel. They don't want their kids exposed to it. They don't want them in their jobs. They don't want them in their companies, their stores. They don't want them a part of their lives because they bring everybody down. Okay? They bring everybody down. Like, what does it say? Watch out, shit could get ugly. And what I'm interpreting that as meaning is that for you, what's going to be ugly is you're going to open your eyes one day and nobody's going to be there. You're going to have lost the opportunity to move forward, maybe. You're going to have lost the love of your life as they walk away because they're just tired of you being fucking miserable. Stop being so blah. I know this sounds not loving, but I'm saying this because I feel such love for you. All right? It's not because, I'm being a bitch. And plus, Rebel deck, read up on it. Truth bombs, not very nice. I have not liked many of the readings that the Rebel deck has given me throughout the years that I've used it. So please take this with love and grace, even though it's hard. All right, so stop being shady. Stop sleeping so much. And finally, you need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. So I'm interpreting that in a few different ways. You've been falling asleep for a while. You've been shrugging your shoulders and saying whatever for so long that people are like, this person is super shady and, you know, we don't care anymore. And this is your wake up. The idea of yoga, right? Yoga is the spiritual action. It's a physical action, right? Kind of goes back to reading number 1 where you're like, this nurturing of the mind. Perhaps we can kind of link all of this together in some way. And you need some nourishment for your soul. Maybe it's time to take the risk so that you can save your soul. You can save your mind, your body, your spirit. It's all kind of like, right? We are not just parts, right? We are more than just our spirit. We are more than just our minds and our emotions and our heart. We're more than just, you know, what we think. We're our bodies. We're everything, right? So when you put all that together and we're not being nourished properly, right? Then we fall asleep at the wheel. We get super shady and apathetic because nothing really matters, right? Nothing really matters. We're not doing yoga. I don't do yoga. It's not my thing, and yoga super stresses me out. So like, if yoga is not your thing, by all means, I am not telling you to do yoga, but I am telling you to find your yoga, right? Your yoga. My yoga is this, okay? This pumps me up. It makes me remember why I wake up in the morning. It makes me remember what my purpose is, what God created me for. It's to be here for you. That's my yoga. And then like hikes in the woods, climbing waterfalls, things like that. That I super dig. It's my yoga. So you need to find your yoga so you can snap out of it, right? You don't need to be like me where I'm like, oh, like all this energy, right? Like you don't need to be like me. But you need to wake up. You need to be aware. You need to start to notice the people that are leaving your life and the transitioning situations that you're not paying attention to because you're just losing sight of all of it, right? This is the time. This is the moment. You're being called out big time. So don't let it pass you by anymore, okay? And again, if this reading convicts you, if you are mad at me because of what I'm saying to you, then I personally think that it actually has like direct meaning for you. Like it is no joke. This is your angels. This is your, you know, spirit guides. This is God. This is the small, still voice, whatever you call it. This is that wake up call. Okay. I mean, I'll use a lot of decks and I use them for all kinds of different things, right? Like I'm not a traditional tarot reader. I'm not a traditional any reader. And honestly, I don't think anybody is, but we all do something differently. And this is what I do. I'm here to tell you the truth because that is my divine gift, right? I was born with a divine gift. We all were. My divine gift is truth. I don't always like to tell the truth. Lying is so much easier, and that is the negative aspect of that divine gift because like the truth always, not always, often really blows. It sucks. It's painful. It's painful for me. It's painful for you. But that's why I like this deck because I can't hide from that truth, you know? I can't soften the blow, right? So as we go into our new week, it's Sunday, right? It's getting late in the evening here in the United States in the East Coast. It's getting later. Monday will be here before we know it. I mean, July is almost halfway over. You're living your life. You're on your path. Use these readings to help you move forward, okay? That's what I'm here for. If you have any questions at all, please ask. You can find me pretty much anywhere. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm here. Comment in the bottom. My website is jupiterrisingtarot.com or coachingclarity.com. Okay, I have two separate websites. Probably going to merge them at some point. I do coaching in so many different ways to help people. And if you just want a reading, that's another form of coaching. That's fine. 50% off all of my readings through the equinox in September. And that's how much it means for me. I offer coaching packages that are so ridiculously low in price that I want you to get the help that you need, the support that you need, right? That's mostly what we need, is love, grace, and support. And the fourth thing is accountability. And that's what this reading's all about today. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you continue to enjoy this. You have a fabulous night. And again, you are not alone. You are so loved, okay? No matter what, you were created for a purpose. And I'm here to help you navigate that purpose. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. And have a great week. And check back in for more readings. Bye.